GirlPod. What's up, GirlPod? She's in GirlPod too.
What's up, y'all? It's Sarah from GirlPod NTG. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about OBS and Spell Table. So obviously Sandwich and I do record a lot with a lot of people, and something that we've heard consistently is people saying that they're unsure how to set up their face cam, they're unsure how to set up their Spell Table to stream their face and their hands. So I wanted to walk through that today. I know there are other tutorials online, but maybe you need this one. So as always, if you want to support the show directly, you can do so by checking out our Patreon that is linked down below. And this episode is brought to you by Cool Stuff Inc. Use code GirlPod for 5% off at checkout. It'll keep the girls podding, and you'll get a cool discount on some cool cards or anything that you want from there, really. Okay, let's dive into it. We're not doing anything too crazy. I do just want to go through how to set up a basic face cam and a hand cam. Beyond that, you can kind of go through and zhuzh it up and make it look better and nice and pretty. And, I've seen some people put little, card borders with, their streamer name or with their username on top. That's really cute. We're not doing that today. We're just doing basic stuff. You can make it as festive as you'd like. All right, let's dive into it. Okay, so now that we're in OBS, we want to go over right here to our scenes. And we're going to click this plus button right here to add a scene. I'm just going to name it OBS for the sake of the video. So now that that's in, you'll see that we have a blank screen. We don't have anything going right now. We're going to hit the plus button to add a source, and we want to add one of our video capture devices. So as you can see, I already have two set up. So for the sake of the video, we'll just name them. We'll do our hand cam first. We'll name it hand cam 2. This property box will pull up, and we can kind of see what we're working with here. So under device, you'll have a drop down, and if you have a specific camera that you have set up, you can select that camera here. I am going to be using my webcam eMeet C960, so I'm just going to click that, and I'm going to make sure that it is selected. As we can see, mine is upside down. I'm not a big fan of that, obviously. I don't want it to be upside down, so I'm going to go to transform, and I'm going to click flip vertical. So now that my screen is where I would like it, I need to add my face to it. So we're going to go back to our source, we're going to add another video capture device, and we're going to name this Facecam 2. So my eMeet C960 is in use, so it will not show up here in the preview, but I want to use my Logitech, my Pro Webcam C920. So we're going to use that one, and hello, there's me. I've already set up my green screen back here because we're going to walk through how to do that as well. My face cam is on top of my hand cam in my sources, and that's really important. That's something you do not want to change under any circumstances, because if you move it, your face will be behind your playmat and you won't be able to see yourself. So we're going to make sure our face cam is on top. And then again, there's some things about this that I'm not really a fan of. So I don't like that my face is mirrored, and we're going to fix that. So I'm going to right click the source of my box, and I'm just going to go back to transform. And I'm going to go back to transform, and I'm going to flip it horizontally. So now my face is how I like it. Hello, me. You can move this around, you can move it over here, you can move it down here. I personally like mine in the bottom left, so that's where I move mine to. But I'm just going to make myself a little bit smaller because that's really helpful. Now, you can stop here, and this can just be that. You don't have to have a green screen, but if you want to have a green screen, here's how we're going to do that. Okay, we're going to make sure that our face cam is a selected source. We're going to go right here to filters, and we're going to click it. So we'll see that the original source without any changes pops up, and we're going to see that we have audio video filters and effect filters. I personally don't want to add any video filters to my video, but if you would like to add filters to yours, you're more than welcome to do so, and this is the space to do it. You just click this little plus button, and then you can kind of go through these and look through them. But we are going to add an effect filter. So we're going to hit this plus button, and we're going to add a chroma key. So a chroma key is basically just, in editing terms, it's going to find the color that you select, and it's going to get rid of that color. It's going to crop it out, it's going to mask it out, however you want to say it, whatever's the correct way, I'm not really sure, but it's going to get rid of that color. So that's where our green screen comes from. So we're going to add our chroma key. I'm not going to rename it, you can if you'd like. But we're just going to click OK, and you can see that green in our key color type is already selected, But if it wasn't, all you need to do is click this drop down and click green. My green screen is really wrinkled, as you can see, and it is affecting the way that it looks. So I'm going to go here and make sure that the similarity is turned up to where I'm basically just barely in the view. So it started at 400, I moved mine up by 47 points. You can play with it, see what looks best for your screen, for your lighting. Lighting is a big piece of green screen, and if you want a whole video on green screen lighting, I'm happy to make one. My background is in film, I'm happy to help you with this, because green screen lighting is difficult to get right, but once you get it right, it's gonna look so good, I promise. So we're gonna hit close, and as you can see, now I'm down here with no extra background. So I like to move myself over a little bit just to be a little bit more cognizant of where I am on the playmat. But yeah, so you can edit this, you can adjust it, you can move yours in to kind of cut your background out, you can adjust your camera a little bit to make sure that everything looks good. However you want to do it, make it yours, add some flavor to it. This is your video and it's how it's going to look. Now that our green screen, our face cam, and our hand cams are all set up, it's time to go to Spell Table. So you want to make sure that you click Start Virtual Camera before you ever open Spell Table. That is a big thing, because if another source is using your webcam source, it will not load properly, and you'll have to make sure all of your sources are cut out and that you can then make OBS your source. So we're going to start a virtual camera, and then you're going to open Spell Table. I use this little app down here that I downloaded off of like a, it was offered to me by Spell Table of Microsoft, and it just makes it a little bit easier to navigate whenever we're filming, but whenever I play with other people, I use website, they work the same, not a big deal. I'm gonna log in, you can see we're on the GirlPod account. Also, side note, I have this glitch where I can't see any lobbies, so if you know how to fix this, let me know. I've tried making numerous accounts. It works perfectly fine on my laptop, but on my PC where I play Magic, it doesn't work. So if you know how to fix this, let me know. But regardless, we're going to create a game, and we're just going to name it Video. And then we're not going to make it public, but we are going to create it. So my source is already OBS, but just to show you how to work it, you're going to see all of your camera sources as well as your Streamlabs virtual webcam. So Streamlabs works a lot in the same ways as OBS, so I would almost say that this is pretty similar setup. So you can do Streamlabs, Logic Capture, OBS virtual cam, or either of your webcams. If you don't feel like having your face cam on, you can just select your hand cam and that will be fine. But we're going to make sure that OBS virtual camera is selected after we made sure that it's running. And if you're running into the issue with Spell Table where you have two black bars on the side, all you need to do is click Use Custom Aspect Ratio. You're going to go to this drop-down menu and make sure 16:9 widescreen is selected. So that's going to give you the proper aspect ratio so that you can have a full screen and you won't have those black bars around your video anymore. So we're going to close that, and then we're going to click Join Now. So as you can see, our face cam is on, our hand cam is on, we can see our faces in our playmats, we're ready to play some Magic on Spell Table, and we're ready to have a blast while doing it. I hope this video was helpful. Make sure you subscribe to our channel below, like us, share it, comment on it, let us know what you think. If you add some flair to yours, make sure you let me see it, because I love seeing people's like little face cam borders. I think they're so cute and so festive, and I'm such a fan. As always, a special thank you to our Patreon members. Our Tier 3 members are Hammy, Ballistic Lex, Sleeves and Dweebs, Douglas Cooksey, Johnny 28 Graham, and Milkman Proxies. Thank you to all of our Patreon members. We could not keep podding without you. We love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. We will see you guys on the next video. Bye!
Girl pod, what's up, GirlPod? She's in GirlPod too.